Umangat pa ang mga bida sa gilas, nagningas perlas sa silangan, lalong umangas, lalong tumalas, inuhunang katak pangarap, labaha, abante, diskarte, di bale, walang pake sa maaarte, tuloy lang, abante, hinto lang ang diskarte, bumubulusok, umuusok, tumutusok, ang na bawat tulok, mabangis kumiginang, lahat na iibang, naglili at nagmining din pa, ng tatlong hilig, bawat kapanan, meron ka muna, lahat laban, na isang pagkais, alam mo to, laro ko, tuloy sa kampyonato, sama sa tayo, manunado, everybody let's get it's not level up, here we go, everybody let's get it's not level up, here we go, dating tunggali lahat na ng pagtubong, ikot na ikogan, pagtubong ng sipong, Tanit kung biglaan, pagkatag ng chipuer, gusto pa rin ang pruweba, todo suporta, motor binabola, nakatatak ang iyong pintigil, talakad at ng atin, tanong pero meron na diretso sa tupa ang benta, ang nagahap at pumama, veteran na mapapagiging mo, pinakamismo at magagaling, walang alin, pamilya at barkada, ganyan umarang, ito ang bagong trip, everybody let's get here we go, everybody let's get here we go, here we go, here we go. Yo, umangat pa ang mga bida sa gilas, nagningas perlas sa silangan, lalong umangas, lalong tumalas, ang inuhunang katas ng pangarap, labaha, abante, diskarte, di bale, walang pake sa maaarte, tuloy lang, abante, hinto lang ang diskarte, bumubulusok, umuusok, tumutusok, ang na bawat sulok, mabangis kumiginang, at nagbili at nagmining din para ng tatlong hilig, pero kamunan, ang laban, ng isang bansa, alam mo to, laro ko, tuloy sa kampyonato, sama sa tayo, manunado, everybody let's get it's not level up, here we go, everybody let's get it's not level up, here we go.
Forget it.
Binabola, nakatatak ang iyong pintigil, sa likod ng atin, tanong Nothing wrong with physical, especially you just kind of try to find that between physical and again, we don't want to lose our physicality with the calling, but we just be more diligent on how we use our physicality. On the hitting shots, making plays. And this has been a story that's been there for a long time for us. Go out there, have this thing back up, and get to do our die. We can just control the things that we can control, go out there, play hard, play the game.
Thank you. First game against problema.
Yes.
Pero siguro mas ang sinasabi lang sa amin, mas namin kailangan consistent. Yun yung mga nagkukulang sa amin. Chance aming dire-diretso sana, pero siguro more consistent.
The commerce
Well, syempre, una nakakaba. Dun mo masusukat kung nung player ka na ba. Hopefully, sa game kami naman
this time
sa akin siguro ang pinakatunan ko is yung focus ng game. Marami kasi off the court na fans. Kailangan mo lang mag-focus maging sa loob. So, sa pressure, parang yun talaga.
Tura pa lang yung buwan. Pala, ito na, first game lang yung sila na. So, walang sorry kasi
Kailangan na ng lack of intensity. Mga little things lang naman, yung mga mistakes. Bumigil lang kami sa dulo, kaya kailangan i-match namin yung intensity ng yun. Alam naman nila na pag ako po pinasok talagang all out po. Especially yung defense, yung bonus na sa akin yung offense nila. Sana swerte ulit. Tama ko na.
Yeah. I think we got to win the hustle chart against them. They play hard every game. They got a lot of hustle players, Cliff, Raymond on the time. A lot of guys that like to beat us on the glass. So I think that's an important key against Meralco is to make sure that we win the rebound. Thank you, appreciate it.
What was cool last game is really advantage ng team. Yeah.
Well, down the stretch, nakapag-execute kami ng maayos sa depensa namin. Give us the lead no last 3 to 4 minutes. Relay kami talaga sa depensa namin. Tapos yung execution namin sa offense. Hindi maganda. Well, expect game kasi it's like sa amin ito ito na yung chance namin i-close out yung series sa kanila chance sa kanila na game 3 pa hindi mo ayaw namin game 3 pa kasi mag-ship yung momentum makakuha na yung parang
Well, nakita ko goals. Nakahid ka sa mga goals. Salamat po yan.
Hindi, ano lang yun? Kasi nagkaayaan lang after practice. Minsan kasi hindi ako umuwi agad. Kasi yung pauwi sa bahay, sobrang traffic. So, minsan nag-i-stay talaga ako sa practice. Palipas oras, palipas traffic. Nagaya yung mga boys. Sabi ko, kakain tayo.
Yes, sir. Good luck. Just walk us through dun sa game 1 no against Meralco. Tapos sa game.
Hindi ko masabi eh. Very equal talaga yung yung matchup namin. Ayun, we made defense talaga. It just happened na pumasok yung mga shots. I mean, I'm saying this para lang maging maingat kami this coming game too. So, ayun. So, lagi mahirap lang matchup namin against Meralco. So, lalo na pag close-out games, sa sports.
Another epic series indeed. Barangay Ginebra up against the Meralco Bulls.
Stakes become higher. You expect a lot.
Go for three, yes. A big slam. Aggressive here. Forces it up. Ginebra takes game number one. Heroes here for Barangay Ginebra. Going inside. Mitchell there to score. Three. Yes. Newsom and gets to the cup with the greatest of ease.
There's no quit for sure. This
Right.
Good afternoon, PBA fans. It's the Meralco Bolts versus the Barangay Ginebra Gen Kings right here for Game 2 of the quarterfinal series. Will Ginebra close things out tonight, or will Meralco force a do-or-die Game 3 of this, once again, epic series between these two familiar foes here at the Nino Aquino Stadium? Good afternoon, everybody, and it's going to be an exciting Game 2 here as it's a new chapter of the same rivalry between the Meralco Bolts and the Barangay Ginebra San Miguel. My name is Andre Cole, together with Coach Mark Molina. Coach, this is something that a lot of people have been waiting for. Game 2, they will be waiting for the answer of the Meralco Bolts this afternoon.
That's correct, Andre. As expected, close game between these two competitors. In game one, it was Ginebra controlling the game, but Meralco always had an answer when Ginebra made the run. And that's why you're right. In today's game, with Ginebra with a one-game lead, time for Meralco to adjust and make a run here in game two.
Well, let's see if Meralco can force that do or die Game 3 as we take a look at the playoff bracket. Semi-finalists, two already have been decided because of the results of yesterday's game.
The top two teams with the twice to beat advantage, they took care of business already, Northport and TNT. Now, the winner of this series, Barangay Ginebra, a win away from a possible showdown in the semifinals with Northport. Meralco needs to win to stay alive.
And right now, Coach, it's beginning to look like a very, very interesting playoffs here for the Commissioner's Cup. As we said, the number one seed or the top seeds have already secured their spots in the semifinals. And of course, there's something about these two series, the Barangay Ginebra Meralco series and the Converge Rain or Shine series, that you would want to actually see these teams in a Game 7 or in a 7-game series.
I will not be surprised if it goes to game 3. You mentioned maybe even more than that if possible.
If possible.
Of course, they won't. But because that game one was highly competitive between these two rivals, Ginebra and Meralco, very familiar with each other. But the defensive play of Barangay Ginebra once again came to the fore there. The number one team in defense held Meralco to only 92 points in that game. And then they shot well from the field at 52%. Actually, limiting Meralco to only 44% here from the field, and then 2-point percentage even better here for Barangay Ginebra. They also got to the line a lot more than Meralco. The percentages was also bad for Meralco, especially in the fourth quarter. Mitchell and Almazan missing crucial free throws in the fourth. And that big number, Tim Cohn was worried because they got out rebounded without Akil Mitchell during the elimination round. Barangay Ginebra took care of business in the rebounding department.
Speaking of taking care of business, this man, former MVP or one-time MVP, Scotty Thompson, showed out Of course, in the playoffs, it's going to always be a different kind of Scotty Thompson that we see. And he showed that in game one. Wow, a conference high for Scotty Thompson.
And this is not a surprise, especially at this stage of his career. Scott is no longer that young. So sometimes you have to pace yourself during the elimination round. But quarterfinals, playoff time, you will see a different game from Barangay Ginebra's MVP. And we saw that. He came out smoking 10 points in the first quarter here for Scotty. He was very aggressive. And I thought that was by design. Coach Tim Cohn wanted him to post up a lot against the guards of Meralco and Scotty. All around brilliant in game one.
But of course, Ginebra wouldn't be Ginebra without the resident import. Justin Brownlee doing Justin Brownlee things. Made big shots when it mattered in that game. Every time Meralco would go on a run, Justin Brownlee had an answer. Did score a lot. Didn't need to score a lot in that game. But again, the impact of those points, when he did those points, would always stop those Meralco runs.
He was just consistent. We all know that Justin Brownlee will always play in the system of Barangay Ginebra, will not force things, and he got it. He got the job done. This is pretty much what he averaged during the elimination round: 23 points, 9 rebounds. Although the assist to turnover ratio was not that good in that game, and he took over a bit in that third quarter when they made that run.
And a guy I'm sure impressed you. Just covered this game last time out, coach, is RJ Abarientos. What's impressive about that game that he did force a lot of shots from the outside like he usually does.
No attempts from three.
Wow.
No attempts from three from one of the best shooters in the league. That was surprising, but it shows that he has a complete game. Meralco took away the 3-point shot of Abarientos. They were really playing him to put the ball on the floor, and Ronjay responded by putting the ball on the floor, making plays with the 6 assists, and then getting to the basket time and time again. 14 points as well from Ronjay. So great numbers off the bench from this rookie.
Again, showing his all-around game one here is RJ Abarientos as we welcome our courtside reporter for today, the hardworking Miss Mel Gregorio.
Yes, Andre, thank you so much for that. Ginebra is a win away from the semis, but according to assistant coach Richard Del Rosario, they are not dismissing the fact that Meralco's defense challenged their execution last game, evident in how the Barangay only had 18 assists, when their gauge for a great performance is having 28 to 30. However, it was a big plus that Ginebra shot the basketball, and their effort in crashing the boards paid off as they out-rebounded the ball, things that they are looking to sustain tonight. A challenge for them, though, is their anticipation of Akil Mitchell getting his goings, especially because of his ability to run the floor, get inside the paint, and even defend Justin Brown moments. In this no game to spare night of Ginebra, what a welcoming sight to see Jeremiah Gray suited up. He won't be seeing action yet. We'll have more updates on what their physical therapist shared with us in a bit. Now back to you, Jeff.
So Barangay Ginebra, coach, expecting the adjustments from both Akil Mitchell and the entire Meralco Bulls roster as they look to shoot better, do a lot of things better today here against Barangay Ginebra. But speaking of the Meralco Bulls, Chris Newsom was probably the brightest spot for the Meralco Bulls. In a game that they didn't shoot particularly well, Chris Newsom was the outlier for the Meralco Bulls.
It's the same way with Scotty Thompson. Chris Newsom is expected to be better during the playoffs, be better in the quarterfinals, and take the lead here for Meralco. And he exactly did that. We all know what he can do defensively, but he constantly attacked the basket. The 3-point shot was there also for him, unlike the rest of his teammates. But look at those numbers here from Chris Newsom. Better 20 points compared to the elimination round average. And then 8 out of 10 from the field. For me, I'm bothered because if you're Chris Newsom, you have to take more than 10 shots in that game because you were shooting so well. And then the other contributions by Chris Newsom, rebounds and assists, undisputedly, this guy is the leader of this team.
And if Meralco goes on to win this game, it's going to be a fun ride in the airplane for Tagila's game. So it's Scotty Thompson.
That's right.
Chris Newsom. As of course, their import, Akil Mitchell, had a couple of injuries that didn't make him play in the past few games. So he came back for this one in the quarterfinals. And you can see the conditioning and a bit of rust from the import of the Meralco Bulls.
I like the movement of Mitchell, especially the first 3.5 quarters of this game. I thought that back-to-back passes maybe didn't really bother him. 19, 14, and 3. But he faded down the stretch. The last 6 minutes of the game, he had a couple of layups, not really layup, but shots inside the paint that he would normally, yes, they would normally make, but they did not fall from him. I thought maybe he defended a lot in the perimeter. He was trying to defend Scotty and Ronje a lot, and maybe that got him tired as well. So let's see how Meralco will adjust to that.
And of course, a guy who was a bright spot in the first half, mostly for the Meralco Bolts, Justin Rios off the bench, making those triples to keep Meralco within striking distance of Ginebra in game one.
This game one would not be close without this guy, because he hit 3 3-pointers in the first half when Barangay Ginebra established a double-digit lead. Look at the numbers here of Rios. He is the quintessential 3-and-D guy here for Coach Luigi Trillo. 13 points, 3 3-pointers in the first half. 26 minutes, it went up because of the shooting was sorely lacking in that game, and Rios stepped up for them.
Again, faded a bit towards the second half is Jackson Rios. But a guy that they're going to look for to have a better game, definitely in this one, is Bong Quinto. Take a look at the numbers. This is way below what we're used to from Bong Quinto, especially in the playoffs.
Alain Malixir is not there. That's why they need this guy to score. CJ Cancillo didn't play much. They need points from the wing. He got 11 points but took 14 shots to get there. So that's not a good sign here for Bong Quinto. You want him shooting at a high percentage. He's always been a good rebounder and assist guy. He made some triple doubles back in his college days. So definitely capable as a creator on the offensive end. But if you're Bong Quinto, you gotta shoot better than 28.6% from the field.
And you have to remember, Bong Quinto in the regular season had games where he was the one who carried this Meralco Bolts team when they were struggling. But speaking of struggling, because we were talking about Chris Musa being the lone bright spot, because everybody else kind of struggled from the field in that game, including Chris Banquero.
Banquero's numbers on the offensive end is okay. 12.6 out of 13 and 4 assists. But I thought I think he needs to do a better job on the defensive end, especially if he will be matched up against Scotty Thompson. I thought Scotty got his way, especially in the first quarter, against the defense of Chris Banquero.
To talk more about the Meralco Bolts, let's go back to our courtside reporter for today, Miss Belle Gregoria. Belle.
The lack of poise and tension of the Bolts last game after assistant coach Sandro Soriano, because in most parts of the game, the Bolts were able to execute the game plan, forcing enough to go one-on-one by disrupting the ball movement. But in the end, their efforts were for naught as they lost the mental game. After Scotty Thompson went way beyond his limit averages in that game, there is an urgent call for the guards to be better in making him and RJ Abrientos more uncomfortable. And for the bigs, there was also a challenge: do more in rebounding and battling for their spots. A lot of things to look forward to in this match. At this point, there is nothing left to do but get the showdown started.
That's the tail of the tape for this one as Meralco trying to keep their season alive against Barangay Ginebra. Barangay Ginebra, the lone SMC team remaining after Magnolia bowed out yesterday against in a classic game against the Northport Batak PM. So Barangay Ginebra trying to get into the semifinals in a familiar position for this franchise.
When anytime Justin Brownlee is playing for Barangay Ginebra, the expectations are high.
Championship or bust.
Championship or bust. Maybe finals at the very least. The last conference they lost to the Governor's Cup. They lost to TNT in the finals, and that's the expectation for Barangay Ginebra to make the finals again.
Now let's see if Meralco can force a game 3 on Sunday. Or Barangay close things out here on Friday night as we turn it over to our on-court announcer for our starting lineups.
49th season of the PBA and the Commissioner's Cup continues. Welcome to Game 2 of the quarterfinals. Let's meet the starters first for your Meralco Bulls. At guard from Isabela, number 6, Chris Banquero. From Quezon City, also at guard number 19, Bong Quinto. At center, number 25, Akil Mitchell. At forward from Ilocos Norte, number 11, Chris Newsom. And from Cavite City, at forward, number 7, Cliff Hodge. Head coach for the Meralco Bulls is Luigi Trillo. And now, here are the starters for the Barangay Ginebra San Miguel. From Digo Sabo del Sur at guard, number 9, Scotty Thompson. Also at guard from Angela City, Pampanga, number 14, Stephen Hall. At forward, number 32, Justin Brownlee. From Cagayan Valley at forward, number 1, Troy Rosario. And at center from Sasmuan, Pampanga, number 25, Shepard Aguilar. Head coach for Barangay Ginebra San Miguel is Tinko. Game officials are being
New chapter, same rivalry. We got a classic here with the Meralco Bolts and the Barangay Ginebra San Miguel. Starting 5 for the Bolts, Baquero, Bonquito, Akil Mitchell in the middle. There's Baquero and Cliff Hunt rounding up starting 5 for Barangay Ginebra. Scotty, Stephen Holt, Justin Brownlee, and Troy Rosario, the regular starting 5 here for Barangay Ginebra. Oliva, Deliza, Trabalio, and Baez are our game officials for today as we get ready for this tip-off. Game 2 of this quarterfinals matchup with Barangay Ginebra and Meralco. And this tip-off brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. First possession goes to the Meralco Bolts.
No changes in the starting lineups here from both teams as compared to game 1.
And if you're Meralco, coach, what do you want to see here in the opening minutes of this ball game?
Try to establish Akil Mitchell in the low post. And that's a good play because that is inside out offense. Get the ball to Akil, they will collapse. You get an open look.
2-0 to start this game. And Akil Mitchell, you were talking about conditioning that last game. He was forced to guard a lot of the guards of Barangay Ginebra, which kind of cast him out towards the game.
Not that he is not capable. In fact, I mentioned a few times that he is an excellent perimeter defender. But I think he has to do it in stretches instead of doing it in like majority of the game.
Especially coming off of an injury, missing the last couple of games. His conditioning is not there yet. His Bonquito breaks that pull-up jumper. JB trying to take advantage. He gets double crossbar pass. Holt steps in. Picks it up to Scotty. Aggressive 3. Oh, he's picking up from where he left off.
He started the game shooting 9 out of 10 from the field in game 1. And so, as you mentioned, he is still hot today.
That's with a hand in his face on that 3. Mitchell posting up. Gets it down low. Hodge. Like move by Hodge. Over jumping and Scotty.
And that's a good move because that was a mismatch for Scotty defending Cliff Hodge. So nice quick move. All game long, game number 1, both teams were trying to headhunt mismatches to take advantage of it.
Scotty again. This time again, Todd kicked it out to JB. Shoots from the same spot. Another miss for Brownlee. And Akil Mitchell pushing the pace now. And Aldo trying to play much faster today. And Russo is hot out of the game.
Game 1 was fantastic because of the play of Newsom and Scotty. And it seems like we're going to have the same here in game 2.
Unforced error there. Scotty was still in the backcourt when he caught that pass from Holt. Take a look at this 3. Nunu. Again, he likes that baseline jump shot. That's where he won a Philippine Cup championship from that same baseline spot on the right side. So he loves those baseline jumpers. DB trying to find Akil, who's against Scotty. Nice draw pass, but shot clock violation.
I don't mind that because Mitchell was patient, trying to look for the open man, and it just so happened that they ran out of time.
Coach Luigi Trillo, Coach Aiden, on the sidelines of the Meralco Bolts. Again, very familiar position here for Meralco, matching up against Barangay Ginebra, who they've never beaten with Justin Brownlee.
Yeah, that's correct. The 2 times that Meralco has beaten Barangay Ginebra in the series, they were both in the Philippine Cup.
Right now, that's reminds me of the NBA LeBron against Toronto a few years ago, where he turned it into LeBron. As Troy Rosario hits inside for the Gen Kings. That's going to be an offensive foul against Akil Mitchell. The screen. So that's a quick foul on Akil. And again, this is very interesting as we take a look at this move by Troy Rosario. You're talking about how Akil, coach, or you were talking about it earlier, how he got affected by the falls early on in that ball game.
Down the stretch. I thought he lost his composure a little bit in the fourth quarter.
JB gets it to Scotty. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Scotty spins, shoots, and scores.
That move was defended by Newsom, one of the best defenders, but Scotty made it look so easy.
He was right there with Scotty, but good D, better O for Scotty Thompson. They were tied up at 7. Theo Mitchell, nice drop pass. CB draws the foul against Japet.
And a lot of the offense. Akil Mitchell is getting the initial touch, and that's good for them. Look at this nice pirouette coming from Scotty Thompson. The move was great, and then the elevation of Scotty to go over the top of the defense of Newsom.
Banquero sinks the first free throw. This is something we have to watch out for. The free throw shooting at the Meralco Bolts.
You're right.
If they made a couple of those, they would have just been right in striking distance of Barangay Ginebra game 1. CB hits both free throws for the Meralco Bolts. And it seems like Meralco is trying to speed up the pace here in game 2.
Oh, they have to. They have a lot of success every time they were pushing the ball in game number 1, and that is, to me, that should be a big part of their strategy.
Mitchell switches on to Stephen Holt with 5 seconds on shot clock. They go to Japet. Shoots over Nunu. And Akil just fits into himself. Running start here for Akil, but 4 white shirts are back there for Barangay Ginebra. They go back to Mitchell against Japet Aguilar. Fades. Oh, nice move by Mitchell.
When it's Japet playing Mitchell in the post, Barangay Ginebra has not really gone with a double team. So maybe that's something that they can also take advantage of here. And that will be an offensive foul on Japet.
The extension of the left arm of Japet Aguilar right in front of the referees. 2 referees when that happened. Again, very hard to challenge that one. Take a look at it one more time. There you go. There's the push on. See from this angle. And there you go. Japet Aguilar trying to fight with Mitchell. Hits him in the face and pushes him down on the floor. So we get the ball to the corner. The ball Pinto. Hodge shoots it. Hodge misses. Rebound by Scotty. Sir Brownie. Oh, that's going to be a blocking foul though. Oh, that's going to be an offensive foul in Troy Rosario.
Moving screen here on Troy. Big collision. That's the correct call.
It's one of those calls that would annoy Troy. It's an offensive foul.
But he gets hit in the face. But Cliff Hodge had no idea he was there.
And 11-7 here as Meralco with an early lead. You have to remember in game 1, they were just playing uphill for most of that game. They kept on making runs, but Barangay Ginebra would answer every single run Meralco had. So this Banquero gets that floater to go. To my point, coach, you have to remember, in a game when you play basketball, playing catch up the entire game really would tire you out.
It's very tiring. I think and that's why Meralco lost steam in the fourth quarter.
Lots of whistles right now here in the first quarter. Pushing foul on CB. Russell Brownlee gets it from the outside. But again, Ginebra seems to like that left quarter. They've hit 2 3-pointers from the same spot. But what a pass by Newsom down low to Hodge.
That's the type of offense Meralco needs to play. Even on made baskets, they can push the ball and get some easy opportunities.
15-10. Almost a halfway point of the first quarter. RJ Barrientos gets it to Troy. Mismatch against Banquero. Big foul against Rosario. Comes out limping a bit, but he looks okay. Draw move by Troy. Lost the foul of Chris Newsom. As we head to our first timeout of the day. Meralco Bolts will talk things over. They're up by 5 points, 15-10. Back here the first quarter, not with a 5-point lead. Scotty Thompson on a roll right now, picking up from where he left off last game already with 5 points.
The shooting of Scotty continues to be hot here. Most points in the game here, 3 out of 4 against Meralco.
Teams still love playing against the Meralco Bolts.
Well, they've played each other so many times, and then most of it in the playoffs. The career high in the quarterfinal, and then number 2 in the finals here. So he's not just against Meralco, but he's a big time player.
As right now, for more on that, let's turn it over to Bel Gregorio.
Well, you're absolutely right, Coach Mark. Scotty admitted that the familiarity he has with the Bolts is a big help in him being an offensive threat whenever they face him. He also shared that he had a conversation with Justin Brownlee recently where they realized they needed to be more vocal on court because they no longer have their former veterans like Jody Vance and Saul Mercado, and they barely really share the floor with L.A. Tenorio anymore. And while Scotty is still in the process of learning how to be vocal and confrontational, he wants to be able to walk the talk, showing them how it's done, and that is why playoff Scotty has been fitting the bill. Back to you, gentlemen.
Thank you, Bel. So again, the evolution of Scotty Thompson continues now, trying to be more of a vocal leader here for the Jim Kings. As Akil Mitchell has 3 seconds to work with, shoots over Justin Brownlee. Doesn't work. Tapped by RJ to Holt. Brownlee has been quiet so far. Had that big 3 earlier. He gets doubled. Corner, Scotty, no hesitation. Oh, he gets fouled on the 3.
He just, I mean, one of the few times he misses, and that's because he gets fouled.
And he almost made it still.
And this will be reviewed for a possible landing spot foul.
Mercado not liking the call because that's his second foul here in the first quarter. He's saying that Scotty Thompson jumped forward on that play. We could hear Mercado trying to talk to the referees. But again, it depends on the cylinder, the landing spot.
But going back to Scotty, I think being a vocal leader is overrated. To me, the best quality of a leader is leadership by example. And I'm sure Scotty does that. I'm sure he's one of the earliest guys in practice. Puts in the work. I mean, Scotty wasn't the shooter when he came into the league. Now he's an excellent 3-point shooter. So definitely he puts in the work.
Of course, he sets the tone for Barangay Ginebra. He's been setting the tone for Barangay Ginebra here in the first 2 games already. Looks like to be a good call by the referee. Didn't seem like Scotty was leading or gliding forward on that shot. Because again, it has to be the natural shooting motion of the shooter. So Scotty Thompson will shoot 3 here. No upgrade on the foul. So just 3 free throws for Scotty Thompson. But again, Ginebra trying to inch closer here to the Meralco Bolts. But if you're Meralco Bolts, it's a better start for you guys this time around.
But you're taking control of the action here so far in the first quarter, despite the heroics of Scotty.
And the annual NBA Watch and Win is back. Watch the live games on NBA TV Philippines, on Sports and Filipinas Live from January 13 to February 16, 2025. And wait for the questions to be flashed on screen during breaks. Visit nba.onesports.ph after to send your answers. I'm sure a lot of people are excited after the trade deadline of the NBA. Probably one of the craziest
what a week
deadlines we've seen in our lifetime.
I'm sure Carlo Pamito is not very happy with the Luka trade.
It's taboo right now to talk about that, coach, here in the PBA. You don't talk about the Luka trade in front of Carlo. As right now, Audi goes 2 out of 3. Alto still up by 3. Aero Black in the game. So 3-guard lineup here for the Meralco Bolts. Chris Banquero playing with those 2 fouls, but he's pushing a 2 in. Gotti sees the lane, drives, pulls it out to Holt. And Holt out to JB, shoots another 3. And get it to go. Bates gobbles up the board. Aaron Black, oh, nice pocket pass. A bit too low for Brandon Bates. It's tapped out by RJ.
Bates got a few minutes as well in game 1. Coach Luigi trying to squeeze in a few minutes here for him as well. But it's really hard to play Bates alongside Mitchell.
Out short by Heel. Good thing that Barangay Ginebra packed it out. Third try here for the Meralco Bolts in this possession. Pero gets it to Mitchell. He has Brownlee in the post. Cross court. Pero 7 seconds on the shot clock. Oh, they go under. He shoots a 3. Banquero makes the pay.
What a big first quarter we're seeing here from Chris Banquero. I think backcourt scoring is key if Meralco is going to win this series against Barangay Ginebra. And Chris Newsom and Banquero will have to do that for them.
Bates gets called for a foul here. Take a look at this shot by Chris Banquero.
That's 2 times they've gone under the screen.
This is a shooter.
Yep.
Everybody knows that CB can shoot it from the outside. Mr. Brownlee gets away and ball gets tipped out. Landon Holt can't take the 3. It's a 3-on-1 fast break. Make it 4-on-2. Aaron Black inside finishes the layup.
Great job there by Chris Banquero in staying composed, not rushing things. He knows they have the numbers advantage, so he waits for Aaron Black for that easy layup.
Just like that, and Uncle Bolts on a roll. They're up by 10 points with 4:08 remaining here in the first quarter. The score's 22-12. Take a look at the rivalry of these two. The last 4 seasons, the Governor's Cup quarterfinals. But again, Ginebra swept Meralco. That was, even though it was a sweep, we all know all of those games were close. And it ended with a couple of Justin Brownlee magic shots in that game. Philippine Cup, they lost in Game 7. Meralco beat them in the 2022 Philippine Cup. And the 2021 Governor's Cup, 4-2. So the last 4, they've split it 2-2 between these two teams.
It's always been competitive, but as you mentioned with Brownlee, they have not won, so it's not really a rivalry, but until the other team wins.
And again, it's a 7-2 lead for Barangay Ginebra. Rosario on the pick and roll and gets it over Brandon Bates. That's the second foul of Brandon Bates. Already.
That's the laundry we saw in game 1. The playmaking of Aparentos has been phenomenal in this series. And he has not attempted a 3-point shot.
That's amazing because we know RJ is one of the deadliest snipers for Barangay Ginebra. But Troy Rosario has missed 3 straight free throws here. As you see, Jamie Malonzo checking from the bench. Barangay Ginebra getting healthy at probably the right time here in the Governor's Cup as Akil Mitchell missing on that hook shot. RJ. Floater. RJ sinks it in.
That little Hesse when you're as good a shooter as a Lonje, a lot of defenders will bite into that little head fake that he did.
Aaron Black into Akil. Two-man game. Shoots a three. Can't get the friendly roll. Scotty now pushing it. Barangay Ginebra trying to go on the run. Scotty against the cross match. Big to small here. They're not switching. So Baquero will take on Malonzo. Cross court to Scotty. Thought about it. Scotty shaking Mitchell. Drops it off. Troy can't finish. Scotty gets the ball again. Oh, there's going to be a foul. I think it's on CB again.
It's Scotty is doing everything here. Gavin is in 3 fouls from Baquero. That's really bad news here for Meralco because he has been playing so well here in the first quarter.
Meralco trying to get him out. The CJ Cantino brings up off the bench. The Bolts. Again, similarly to game one, it's a game of runs. One team goes on a big lead. The team tries to catch up. And take a look at the numbers of Scotty Thompson, MVP type numbers in game one.
And that 10 points in the first quarter, setting the tone for Scotty Thompson. He's doing it again here. This time he is keeping Barangay Ginebra within striking distance.
Can have 7 points after this free throw. Makes it so 7 early points for Scotty. So deja vu right now for Scotty Thompson.
The 3 fouls of Baquero, it's not good. But to me, it might be a blessing in disguise here because it will give Cancino some playing time. Cancino did not play a lot in game one, but this is the guy who can score.
Look at that. Nuno shooting over his Gilas teammates with Jamie Malonzo. And he had some words to say after that fadeaway. Amarguentos leans in. Doesn't draw the foul. Trying to fish for that one. Akil pushing it for the Bolts. Goes all the way. Kicks it out. Nuno gonna catch it. Turned over by the Bolts. And Coach Mike, it's going to be a grueling schedule for a couple of these players because if Meralco forces a game 3 on Sunday, right after Nuno, Scotty, Jamie, they're going to be flying out to Doha for some Gilas games.
I was talking to Coach Olson Casella and he was saying they're very concerned about the schedule because assuming they make the semifinals, I think Gilas returns on a Monday and game 1 of the semifinals will be on a Wednesday.
And they're going to be up against a well-rested Northport team, whoever comes up winning in this one. Northport showed yesterday they're for real. Coming back from 14 down at the half. And beating very motivated Magnolia Chicken Templados hot shots.
The parity in this conference has been terrific for the league. That the next game after this, that series, rain or shine, converge. Any of those teams can make the final as well.
JB inside, busting his way through. I'm just sad, Coach, if these teams are meeting in a best of 3.
We should appeal and make this a best of 5.
Can we change the schedule to a best of 7 for these two as Aaron Black counters back with that layup? So both teams shooting well here in the first quarter. JB being more aggressive, kicks it out. Malonzo triple. Yes, sir!
He has been struggling with the 3-point shot ever since, which is natural because of the long layoff.
The second foul on Akil Mitchell. So these 2 fouls on Mitchell, 3 on Baquero. These are big. Against the Meralco Bolts and Cliff Hodge will replace Mitchell with 59 seconds remaining in the first quarter. PC coming in here, Japet Aguilar as well. So the imports will get a bit of a breather here. Africa PC comes into the ball game. 26-23. Raymond Almazan also checking in for the Bolts. Up over the foul limit. They have to be careful here. Barangay Shake off Air Black, drive inside. Cancino! Everything but the finish for RJ.
Another nice move from RJ, but this is what they like to do when Scotty's on the floor on the bench. It's RJ time in terms of the pick and roll attack of Barangay Ginebra.
Cancino tried to fake the pass, read perfectly. They go to jump and no, fakes. RJ finishes.
That's no ordinary rookie there. With the composure of RJ in that last play.
Now that he's found the perfect role here for Barangay Ginebra, he's so comfortable with his role here, doing a lot of damage to the Gin Kings. 1 point game. Dusa has the fire, kicks it out. Oh, arrow block, faked it. Didn't even look at the clock. The missed opportunity there for Meralco. They hold on to this 1 point lead after the first 12 minutes of action. Take a look at RJ Mariano. That's just basketball IQ for RJ Mariano. As we end the first quarter in a tight one here at the Nino Aquino Stadium, Meralco leads it by 1, 26 to 25. Chris Baquero was on a tear in that first half. Take a look at the numbers of CB, big part of why Meralco has this 1 point lead.
Very aggressive start by Baquero, attacking constantly on the pick and roll. Ginebra defense giving him that open shot, and he made them pay.
And again, Coach, Meralco in that first quarter had a 10-point lead at 1 point. Then, but again, Ginebra goes on a 13-4 run to cut it into a 1 point game. And Meralco seemed to be a bit rattled when Barangay Ginebra went on that big run.
And that run started when Baquero went to the bench because he was the catalyst in giving that lead to Meralco.
And if you're Coach Luigi, you want a bit more composure from your team here. CJ Cancino can't stop Maverick on BC. Hodge trying to find Air Black. Pocket pass, Hodge, jumper way off. Ball gets tipped, will go to Barangay Ginebra.
With Hodge settling for a pull-up jumper, which is not his thing.
I was about to say, that's not the shot you want if you're the Meralco Bolts. Ball gets tipped out. Cancino comes away with it. CJ, that's another turnover by CJ Cancino. He's got 2 passes picked away by RJ Barrientos.
And Aaron Black was wide open for that layup, but CJ could not get the ball to him.
Again, this is the problem with Chris Baquero is in foul trouble right now. I know CJ Cancino's a great player, but playoff experience.
That's true, but you have to give talented rookies like Cancino a chance. You look at Ronje. Ronje was attacked immediately by Baquero. He was attacked by Aaron Black on the defensive end, but Coach Tincon keeps him in the game because we know that he can contribute on the offensive end.
BC had that layup earlier. This time he's guarded by Hodge. Cancino is on JB. Mismatch. Taking advantage by Justin Brownlee. But Otto doesn't like to switch these matchups.
A lot of mismatches happening here.
Black drives inside, can't take advantage. Hodge gets it. Hodge gets blocked by Jumpin. Kicks it out to Cancino. Thought about it. Gets JB up in the air. Floater. There you go. CJ Cancino with a 3-point play opportunity.
And that's what he can do. very gifted scorer. We saw him play the UAP. Very athletic, very talented. And if there is a strength of CJ Cancino, and that's putting the ball inside that basket.
Much needed basket by the Meralco Bolts. Ginebra had a 3-point lead after Meralco led by double digits in the first quarter.
A big part of the Meralco team, the Meralco rotation in the past few years is Alain Rixi, who's injured. I think the guy who's closest to the game of Alain is CJ Cancino. That's why he's going to need to play well for them.
He missed that 3-point play opportunity as well. We have a report on the floor. Let's go to Bell.
After a very close first quarter where Ginebra found themselves in after one guy in the slowly said Coach Tim added his way to applaud Justin Brownlee for the effort he inserted in the first. Even kept asking JB if he was still okay because of everything he poured. Aside from that, offensively, Coach Tim wanted them to take advantage of mismatches and urged his players to attack the basket and find more opportunities inside the paint, and it seems like they have really answered that call in these last few sequences. Back to you, gentlemen.
Thank you, Bell, for that report. Japet Aguilar completes a 3-point play. And what a smart play by Japet Aguilar. Almazan just looked the other way.
I thought Raymond fell asleep on defense that time. No excuse for Japet to attack you that far away from the basket.
So Almazan, side, way off, just hits the board for Raymond Almazan. And Alco now it's dried up on offense. But again, Ginebra looks to take advantage here. Barrientos. He draws a foul on that one. Again, Coach Luigi, Coach Dana not taking their chances here, bringing in Chris Banquero and Akil Mitchell back on the floor.
Because you're sensing danger already here. You were ahead by 10 points. Now, without Banquero, with Banquero on the bench, this has turned into a 4-point Barangay Ginebra lead here.
Numbers to watch here as RJ Banqueros. Number highlights.
And I was asking RJ before the start of the game, why are you not taking your threes? He said they're prepared for that, so I'm just countering.
Right now, that mid-range is deadly. It's Rios, nice backdoor cut, and again, another pass from Akil Mitchell. That's his 5th assist of this ball game. Bolt gets it to Maverick. 4-point ball game on BC. RJ has been hot here. Dancing with Pinto. Shoots a 3.
Wow. What a luxury when you put Scotty on the bench. You have this guy running the show for you.
This time, Akil can't get that one, but he gets fouled on the layup. Wow, RJ. Scotty started it. RJ now picking from where he left off, scoring-wise. Goodness gracious.
Similar approach here from RJ. They're following that screen and roll, but RJ stopping on the dime and then that little step back. You cannot make that shot if you did not work on that kind of a shot for the last maybe 5 years, or at least.
RJ Barrientos using both Pinto as a target, shooting over him twice already, as he's up to 9 points off the bench. 4 out of 6 shooting for RJ Barrientos. Challenge here. Coach Tim wants to challenge that foul ball against Japet Aguilar. That would send Akil Mitchell to the free throw line. I like what Akil Mitchell's doing. Handle the free throw line.
Usually players don't want to do that because you get frozen.
Not successful. Coach Tim not happy talking to the referee right now. Fired up. Akil Mitchell will head to the free throw line. He hasn't scored much. That's only his 3rd point of the game.
They need to get to him a lot more. Try to give him touches deep in the paint. Easier said than done because, of course, that's what Barangay Ginebra will want to take away.
Oh, missed the second one. So Meralco there misses from the free throw line. Continues here in this one. TJ Cantino already missed one. Alkiel Mitchell missing a couple of free throws. 37-31. Alonso, hesitation. Chop it, shoots over Mitchell. Winds it up. Trains the two.
This is just a well-oiled offensive machine we're seeing from Barangay Ginebra in the last 6 minutes.
Dios, risky pass. Lots of one-on-one here for Meralco, but Bong Quinto gets the foul call against Holt.
Bong Quinto offensively is always an excellent option if you're Coach Luigi Trillo because he can post up, he can put the ball on the floor, he can shoot the three-point shot, and then he's a great passer.
Ever since Meralco led 22-12, it's been a big run here by Barangay Ginebra. As we remind everybody that NBA's Mid-Season Classic is here. Watch it 2025 NBA All-Star Weekend live from Feb 15 to 17, exclusive on NBA TV Philippines, on Sports, RBTV, and Pilipinas Live. It's going to be one awesome weekend. And they already selected their 3 All-Star teams here. Yet earlier, Shaq had the oldies.
With Durant and LeBron.
Then Barkley had the international guys in Wemby, Jokic, and the young guns goes to Kenny Smith. That's
You think that was done intentionally?
for sure. For sure they talked about that. 39-33. Look up top. Can't go in. Highlight. If he wasn't injured a couple of months ago, that would have been a dunk for Jamie Malone. So as Mojito gets the board for the Bulls.
So this is a big run coming from Bong Quinto.
Much needed baskets here for Quinto. Strange. This thing on the 3. Ghetto again. Waiting for Mitchell. Attacks. Loads. Shoots. Can't score. Will shoot 2.
You gotta stay aggressive. You're Chris McKenna. Look at this play coming from Jamie.
And if he wasn't coming back from an injury, that would have been a dunk.
Absolutely, but Bong Quinto on transition. So this is a mini run coming from Quinto. Now, they're out with a chance to fight. That's what makes this series so really nice. I mean, the chess match between the two coaches, the pride among the players not to give up, to always have an answer when the other team is leading, and we're tied again.
Just like that. And like, on cue for Meralco, it's when Chris Banquero and Akil Mitchell are on the floor. That's when they make their run.
Absolutely.
We barely seen Chris Newsom here in the second quarter. So they're riding this one out as they have tied this game at 39. Chris Banquero leads everybody at +8 in the plus-minus category. There's going to be a foul against Chris Banquero. That's going to be a score.
That's you. And Coach Luigi will challenge this.
Going to challenge this one because Chris Banquero has been the brightest spot for Meralco.
I think you have no choice but to challenge this if you're Coach Luigi Trillo. Banquero was trying to avoid the contact.
But again, there was still contact on that one, even if you turned your body around. The referees are going to call here. They're looking at it right now on the technical table of the replay as Coach Luigi challenges this one. Coach Luigi, I'm a lip reader, Coach. He was saying that he was trying to avoid him.
Which he did.
Oh, tumalikot.
But there's still contact on that one.
But there is because you're right, there was contact and he was not in position.
Whether you're facing the person or not, you're still in that area. This would be something here. Referees, I think, will call it technical or a warning here against Coach Luigi.
Or Banquero.
or Banquero. Wow. In a close game like this might be big. But he hasn't liked the calls so far. For sure, that's still a foul. Because he was still under. He was under Stephen Holt. Jabriento sinks the technical free throw. And two more coming here for Stephen Holt. 40-39. Eventful second quarter so far. We're not even at the halfway point of the second quarter yet.
Expect Newsom to check in for Banquero.
We're not going to see TB for quite a while now. As you take a look at the numbers of Stephen Holt, game one was way below what we're used to from Stephen Holt.
Stephen Holt is one of the few players who can have a game like that, 6 points and 3 rebounds, but he will have an effect on the game for sure because of his defensive capability. And he's the one assigned to task to defend against Newsom or whoever is the best perimeter player of the opponent.
Exactly what I was going to say, Coach. It's Bonquito now. Driving. Ginebra asking for a travel, but Bonquito is carrying Meralco right now offensively.
Just great shot making coming from Quinto.
That's what you're looking for from Bonquito compared to game one where he shot 4 out of 14. Shooting much better as JB. In and out on that shot. Just for Meralco to take the lead. Bonquito is on to Troy. They see the mismatch. Inside, Hodge gets hammered, and he gets the basket plus the foul.
And this is what makes Cliff Hodge valuable on the offensive end of the floor. He's an excellent cutter. They get the ball here to Mitchell, and Hodge is not a shooter, so he cannot be a floor spacer. So what he does is cut straight to the basket, and then Mitchell gets him that pinpoint pass.
And to your point in the first quarter, Coach, they're making Akil Mitchell the center of their offense, and he's repaid them. He already has 6 assists in this ball game, along with 6 rebounds, despite just scoring 3 points. Rosario beat physical with Akil Mitchell. JB, range pull-up doesn't fall. Hodge tips it to Akil. Mitchell sees the lane, drives, loses the basketball.
Definitely not his strength to dribble.
Hodge fouls JB hard. Not getting the penalty, so that's just going to be the 5th foul on the Bolts. We got a timeout right now from Barangay Ginebra. Take a look at this crash by JB. That's a playoff foul by Cliff Hodge to stop the play. Meralco leads now suddenly by 2 points, 44-42. Back to the ball game, Cliff Hodge. 4 points, 2 rebounds, all in game one. Right now, playing much better here in the first half of game 2. 7 points and 4 rebounds already for Cliff Hodge tonight.
This is an elimination game for Meralco, and when in games like this, you expect the competitors like Cliff Hodge to take their game to another level.
Cliff Hodge had that 3-point play earlier for the Meralco Bolts to give them this lead. And for more on Hodge and the Meralco Bolts, let's turn it over to Boundary Gordon.
After powering through a right wrist sprain he suffered from in their last elimination round against Cliff Hodge would be the first to bring up his struggles in Game 1. Only 2 of 6 from the field, Cliff admitted he barely had range of motion and he didn't even have a follow through. Unfortunately, things didn't get any better from last game. He said the pain he would rate it 8 out of 10. He just had to take a ton of pain medicine to be able to fight tonight. But if there is anything he has proven through the years, we all know how much of a fighter he is. Back to you, gentlemen.
That balance, Scotty guarded well there by Hodge. Scotty again, that's a long three. Air balls it. Turnover for Barangay Ginebra.
Good defensive possession that time from the Bolts.
Nunu. Gonna get to Johnson Rios. It's been Bonquito here in the second quarter for Meralco. Shoots another one. That looks off. Is off. For White Shirts getting that rebound. Scotty trying to find Troy against Bonquito. Look at the physicality of these two. They can get out to IFBC. Inside. That's definitely foul Bonquito. Meralco doesn't like it. And they've been reacting to a lot of these fouls here in the second quarter.
And they're over the limit. Both teams in penalty, so that will put Troy to the foul line.
Both teams actually now over the foul limit. Yet the first quarter was fast-paced. First quarter, free-flowing basketball. Here in the second, it's a slugfest here in the second quarter.
Similar to what happened in the third quarter in Game 1.
Rosario makes that first free throw. Take a look at the numbers of Troy. Below his elimination round averages.
Because he got into foul trouble. Didn't play much in the second half, but the efficiency is still there for Troy. But he has really fit in like hand and glove here. This Barangay Ginebra team.
Troy though has missed a couple of lot of free throws here in the first half. Now to do again on this trip. Mitchell trying to get going offensively. That's his patented hook shot. Only the 5th point for Akil Mitchell.
But they're getting in the ball. You mentioned the assists. So he's getting a lot of usage, even though he is not taking a lot of attempts.
JB, yes, Rios. Look at that. Just a mismatch. Too easy for Justin Brownlee.
And Justin loves to do that. When there is a smaller dependent on him, he will use his strength in the low post.
Inside, Hodge. He gets fouled. Wild shot. Draws the foul to Rosario. Take over this move. And those were the kind of shots, Coach Mark, that Akil Mitchell was missing in the fourth quarter.
Yes. The shots that he will normally make. And then I think that's because he got tired after missing the last 2 games of the Bolts.
Let's see if his usage here will give him some rest in the fourth quarter. Hodge makes the first one. So right now, RJ comes in for Maverick on PC. Barrientos leading the way for Barangay Ginebra with 10 points. Scotty with 9. JB with 9 as well. Meanwhile, for Meralco, it's been Banquero with 11. Hodge now with 9 points. So with 7. Bonquito also has 8 of his own, so a lot of scorers here. The main guys have shown out here in the first half for both squads. 48-45. Scotty, 3. Scotty, no. Rebound by Holt. No go.
It's going to be a foul on Cliff Hodge. Getting the rebound battle. So good job here by Barangay Ginebra and get second chance opportunities.
Yusuf was saying that someone was dislodged on that rebound attempt by Meralco. Probably heads to the free throw line. JB, missing the first one. Rare miss for Justin Brownlee. Coach Tim hasn't been a happy camper here in the first half. You can see by the change of shade of Coach Tim throughout the game of how happy he is. 1 out of 2 for JB. 2-point lead still here for the Bolts. 4:10 remaining. Nuno. Oh, that's a screen by Hodge. Nuno takes advantage with a layup.
He's so good going downhill, Chris Newsom.
All the shaking up. That was a brick wall screen by Cliff Hodge. JB against Hodge. He gets doubled. RJ 3. Short rebound by RJ. Nobody tracking that one down. Barrientos wants to get into Troy. He's dancing with a keel. Shoots over. No. Troy has to save it out to Scotty. Scotty, that's going to be an air ball. Great defense by the Bolts.
And in that sequence, Mitchell showing us how good a defender he is in the perimeter.
He averages a lot of steals here for a big guy. Now posting up Bolts. Waiting for the double team. Great block by Justin Rios. Gets the bucket plus the foul.
That initial dribble by Mitchell is what makes that happen in the low post. He did not force the pass. That dribble gets himself into a better angle, and that enables him to spot Johnson Rios for that easy layup.
7 assists already for Akil Mitchell, all here in the first half. He's working on a triple-double tonight. As again, the game of runs continue. This time it's Meralco's turn to go on a big run here in this ball game.
So Meralco playing well here without Banquero. This is a deep team. Rios factor once again.
And the off-ball movement of Meralco has been great. They've had a couple of backdoor cuts, a couple of cuts to the middle, and Akil Mitchell has been finding them every time. Look at that steal, Rios again. Rios finishes. Coach them not happy, and Barangay Ginebra asking for a travel on that last play. Let's take a look at it one more time. A great defense by Johnson Rios, taking the ball away, going for that layup. And this best move of the game is brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. As Meralco Bolts suddenly with a 9-point lead here late in the first half.
And this is a team with a lot of pride. This is the all Philippine Cup champions playing here in the Meralco Bolts. Johnson Rios a factor once again, 13-3, although not from beyond the arc, but in what he does best, in defense, in grip, in playing physical. Johnson Rios having a big second quarter once again.
Let's see what Barangay Ginebra has here with 2:55 remaining here in the first half. We're going to go on a short break. We'll be back after this timeout. Let's take a look at the trading that Bong Quinto is doing under Simple Grind. Nico Lachua, great trainer here, personal trainer for a lot of great basketball players, including Adrian Noco on the Raiders side, right? The last debaters. And Bong Quinto, you have to remember in college, he was a 4, sometimes a 5. He was a big guy battling inside, and he's more into an all-around player. He can put the ball on the floor. He can play like a guard here for the Meralco Bolts.
His face-up game has improved tremendously. Bong Quinto, you know, the good players, the really great ones, always add something to their offensive bag, and that's why skills training is very important, even for the best pros in the PBA.
Again, right now we have a report on the floor. Let's turn it over to Bell.
Bong acknowledges how much of a struggle he has had the last few games, which he believes stems from making bad decisions and is also a consequence of lack of defensive intensity and ability to make stops. As we have seen in the videos, Bong has started pouring in extra training on top of the already hard and intense team practice. Bong has had about 3 sessions with another trainer to work on his shooting, getting him to the right spots, and getting more reps in from those spots. And tonight, it looks like things have finally been looking up for Bong. It's just a matter of being consistent throughout the whole game.
Thank you, Bell, as Meralco turns it over. But Ginebra's turn now to attack. Scotty, JB made that shot earlier, sensing that they will need this offense right now here in the first half. Shoots over Akil, JB missing. Pascual gets the rebound. Quinto slowing things down for the Bolts. And that doesn't go. JB comes away with it. Bolt. Abarientos. Mr. Brownlee. Back to Abarientos all day. Abarientos. Unfortunately, missing that one.
It took too long. Ronjay took that extra dribble. I don't like it when shooters take an extra dribble before taking that shot, because that is not a shot you take in practice. It's usually a catch and shoot for shooters like Ronjay Abarientos.
Sometimes it ruins your rhythm,
Yes,
even if
it does.
you try to dribble it. The Bonquito will trek to the free throw line after that Scotty foul because they're in the penalty. First one goes in for Bong Quinto. What an impact for Bong here in the first half. He's up to 9 points as we see Mikey Williams joining us here at the Nino Aquino Stadium. Of course, formerly the TNT Tropang Giga, played for a strong group in the Dubai tournament under Coach Charles. Two of Converge. How enjoying the game here? That's a big question. Merrily, his right still is owned by
TNT.
the TNT Tropang Giga, so
He can only play for TNT unless he's traded.
That's, it's going to be a walk to the free throw line, not the other end now. As Stephen Holt got fouled on that last play. So he will shoot 2 after Bonquito and 1 out of 2. Holt drains the first one. Two out of 2 for Stephen Holt. So Ginebra pulls within 6 with a minute and 30 remaining here in the first half. Newsom quietly has had a great game. Kicks it out to Akil. Akil posting up. Oh, reverse! What a move! Can't get tipped in by Pascual.
Everything but the basket there for Akil Mitchell.
Oh, Brownlee 4. Oh, would have brought the house down.
JB thought that was going in.
Quinto likes this matchup with Holt. Turns, shoots. That's going to be an offensive foul on Akil Mitchell, and he heads straight to the bench with the Meralco Bolts. Only the 3rd foul on Akil, so he's done a good job of avoiding those ticky-tacky fouls here. But he knew that was a foul. He went immediately.
And then he dislodges Brownlee from his position.
He knew it. He knew that was a foul. Mitchell will head to the bench. Hodge comes in to guard Justin Brownlee. Scotty Thompson has been quiet since the first. This time attacks. Oh, splits the D, gets the foul, and the basket.
Every time Ginebra needs a big play, Scotty is always there to the rescue. What a great job there by Scotty. He knows that Kyle Pascual does not have the foot speed to defend him. Even if he is in drop coverage, Scotty just races past the defense of Kyle Pascual.
Scotty now with 11 points. 5 rebounds for Scotty. Surprising number is he hasn't had any assists in this game yet.
Well, he's attacking a lot.
He's getting his points though.
Yep. You take what is presented by the defense to you.
3-point play completed by Scotty. So Barangay Ginebra now with the counter. Go to Hodge. Musa, quick three. Nunu, no. What a rebound by Scotty. That should have a trademark. Those rebounds. Allow me.
Is there anybody else in the league that gets that kind of reaction when he gets a rebound?
One and only Scotty Thompson. So RJ goes in to Lara. Oh, yeah, for RJ. 10 seconds here for Meralco. They have time. They miss Hodge in the middle. Quinto faints for the two.
And we saw the skill work of Bong Quinto. I mean, that kind of a move, that doesn't happen by accident. That is something that you work on every day in the gym.
There was a violation. 0.6 seconds is the official time for Barangay Ginebra. They can go for a catch and shoot at this one. They gotta go the length of the court. Scotty shoots. Looks good. Oh, almost! For the kind of night Scotty is having, expect everything to fall here. But Meralco takes the lead into halftime. As they have a 5-point lead after this beautiful stop and pop by Bong Quinto. He counters back that 3-point play by Scotty Thompson, and Meralco doing a good job here in the first half. They lead it by 5, 58 to 53. Magandang gabi, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, and welcome to the premiere running event in the country. This is the 7-Eleven Run 2025.
3, 2, 1, go!
And we are off para sa ating 42-kilometer start here for the 2025 edition of the 7-Eleven Run.
Last year we were able to hit more than 40,000.
Wow.
For this year, we are happy to, and thank you very much for the support. We have hit more than 50,000 runners for this year. Maraming salamat po sa inyong pagtangkilik at suporta sa 7-Eleven Run Series at sa inyong tulong na bibigyan natin pagkakataon ang ating mga potential runners, athlete na mapag-represent sa ating bansa. A continuity that we are helping the athletic community na hanapin namin yung mga runners sa grassroots. Then we turn it over to the government for them to harness their potential so that they end giving gold medals to harvest for the country.
Hinahanap, itinatira ni Hodge. Makakahirit pa ba? Ang Magnolia. Saan ka na? Get him to go at the buzzer. And now they've broken the century mark in this contest in 3 quarters. The basket is good. 101 points scored by Magnolia after 3 quarters of this contest.
No Watkins on the floor para sa Inlix. Kanino pupunta ang bola? It's with Torres right now. Carlos Torres. Oh, he beats the buzzer to tie the game up at the half. A similar shot as to Mark Barokas on the other side. Tama yan. Itong Magnolia. McLaughlin inside. Sobra.
Father talaga siya no? Hindi makakuha ng magandang
Oh! Cyrus Torres launching it from that court. Watkins with a monster throwdown.
yung bang trust nyo sa isa't isa. At yun,
Nasasama na siya sa scouting report at hindi na masyado nakakapagparamdam ngayong commissioners.
Correct.
oh, there are two things there. That accounts for possible 3-point play. There are two things there. Get at the belly of point guard.
Napunta kay Brownlee. Brandon Bates got his hands full right now. The quick move at the jab. He had to go Brandon Bates by challenge. There you go with the crowd up.
Barangay. Just keep moving like that. That's just a quick move.
Force a miss, but Kevin Stockton gets it right back. He'll go to Smith again. Goal! And he was slammed down at home. But the alley-oop pass from RJ Abdul with one hand. That's short. Will fling it forward. To the mid for the two-handed. Slammed up. Nice fielding of that pass. A little bit adjusting the offensive side for Phoenix because Smith did not go close to the basket and he opted to pass. They're not relying on George King because he's nowhere around. Oh, here he goes. There he goes. Patalikod naman. Two-handed. Backed up. Para kay Donovan Smith on the nice feed. And Coach Kamike is going to run that play.
Lassiter losing that basketball. Valentino. 2-on-1 break. Arvin will slam it home. And he does a classic Danny Tyrese the roof.
Tama, lalo na pagkaliwa. At doon talaga nakukuha yung kanyang elevation.
Of 9 yan in the opening quarter. Matala ito si Paul finally making noise here inside the United Center.
Yung talaga yung nakakala mo eh.
Jack, nakaka 2 points pa lang doon sa kabila. How did he get the other side so fast? Perez will slam it home.
DJ Perez will not be denied that time.
Move to make sure that RAJ would not block the shot. Oh, nice move by RAJ. What a big first step. That lane has to be protected by Terra Firma to anticipate. Look at that. That's a wide open lane. Dito. And almost a steal. It is a steal. It was not again. It's Delgado. But
to an extra. Lead is 7. 19.5 seconds to go.
Carito up ahead to Johnson. Johnson left it for Thompson. And Dion to finish with a jam. Still just 2 points though. And 8 total para sa kanila. 19 for Ginebra. Coach Smith walks out on the court. I wonder what he's thinking about this finish. They're just making everything.
Look at the play from half court.
Nice. Johnny the Brownie. What a setup. Johnny Johnson. Beat it up. Beat it up. Okay. Ako na
Don't get minutes left under a nice pass.
Tumaga todo yung labang.
Abot na si Brown.
26. Take it away. Give it away. Try to side on the break. Two-handed slam. For Troy. And look at that. They're just creating, they're moving that ball around. And then, you know, whenever moves that ball around properly,
RHJ.
Oh,
Strong communication on the defensive end there.
it's going to be very difficult, but
There are. Ooh! Out of bounds. Henry Galinato. Dice Galinato.
Stockton. Oh, check the other with a throw. Stockton doing it all on the second verge.
You know, rebounder, local rebounder, leading passer as well.
On cue, rebound on one end, and he fed check at the other.
At para dito kay Tolentino, pang walo na.
Burning with a triple-double here.
And another pass. The ability to mature and develop his overall package. Not just as a super scorer. Being the number 1 local scorer. Kilala, team number 12. Naman magka-playing time. Pagdating ng all Filipino. Wow.
Oh! That was filthy. Wala kang deep jack.
And countless hours.
PBA in this game. Underway, and we have adapt right away.
Agad. Against with a slammer.
Here we will get it.
David the Coffee with 1:14 to go.
Big pass, bounce back. Luckily, he'll duck it home.
Jason on the move. Backing up. Ronde. Need to work with. Ronde all the way.
That is just downright poor defense. So it's Miguel. He opted to switch, and of course, after that switch, but he was covered well that time.
There you go. Balling. Feeding Watkins.
Watkins should just continue playing. If he does not get the ball in the initial attempt, that means feeling na pumapasok sa kanya hindi open.
Balling from Morris. They go up top to Watkins. And Mike did the rest.
Hindi ko magpatuloy.
Watkins with a getaway.
So a lot of misdirection sa kanilang offensa. But that time, they were able to hit ito si Mike Watkins. Bothered talaga siya, no? Hindi makakuha ng magandang
Oh! Cyrus Torres launching it from midcourt. Watkins with a monster throwdown.
It's all about trust nyo sa isa't isa.
Friday as well against PNP naman. Watkins with the exclamation point. That's a 40-piece by Mike Watkins.
An exceptional performance for Mike Watkins.
Napunta kay Brownlee. Brandon Bates got his hands full right now. The quick move and the jam. He had to go and score on the flip. Brandon Bates might challenge. And there you go. And the crowd is up.
You see a move like that. I mean, that's just a quick move.
That's score here. Game 2 of this matchup between Meralco and Barangay Ginebra, 58-53. Meralco leads it by 5 at the half. Good evening, everybody. My name is Andre. Once again, together with Coach Mark Molina. Coach Mark, what did you see in that first half between both of these teams? It was highly competitive in that first half.
This is Meralco playing with a purpose, playing like a team that is on the verge of being eliminated. They only scored 92 points in game number 1, so we are seeing a more aggressive Meralco team, they are attacking, especially with their guards. Looking at our import matchup, only 5 points per Mitchell, but the big number there is the 7 assists, and he is getting double teamed a lot or help defense. He is finding the open man, and the Meralco perimeter players, Quinto, Banquero, Newsom, they have delivered for the Bulls.
And again, that's so surprising because they have this 5 point lead despite him not scoring in the first half. But as you said, the facilitating of Akil Mitchell pristine right now here in the first half. And take a look at our halftime stats brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA.
60% from the field here for the Bulls.
Wow.
So I'm sure this is something Coach Tim Cone is not happy about, being the top defensive team in this conference. And then free throw wise, Meralco doing a much better job compared to game number 1, and that's why they have this lead. Quinto, Banquero, Hodge, and Newsom. The locals are doing the damage here for Meralco. Those are all veterans. Those are all champion guys here for Meralco and for Barangay Ginebra. Usual guys, Thompson, Brownlee, Barrientos, 10 points off the bench.
And again, the championship pedigree of both of these squads showing here. It's sure to be an exciting finish to this ball game. But Joel Quinto was the man for Meralco in that first half. But speaking of the man, this is one of my most favorite players growing up, Vergel Meneses. Look at that, 1995 MVP, 3-time champion, 3-time BPC, 2-time mythical first team, 10-time All-Star, 4-time All-Star MVP. The accolades for Vergel Meneses.
I have a Vilhelm Meneses story because we are both from Bulacan.
Okay.
When I was maybe 12, 13 years old, I would watch him play in the inter-barangay courts in Bulacan. And every time he was there, it was packed. Because he was like, I think he was maybe 16, 17 years old, and he was dunking all over the place already.
Wow. And we all know he took that all the way to the PBA, that dunking prowess. As don't forget, the PBA All-Star Davos 2025 voting is up, both online and in venue until April 13, 2025. Please vote for me and Coach Mark. No, vote for your favorite players. I will see you guys down south in Davao. Scan the QR code right now to vote. Thank you once again, our major partner in Arena Plus, and joining us over there for helping us out in the All-Star Davao 2025. That's going to be fun. And Chris Newsom might be, or will probably be, one of your All-Stars.
So he has to be.
And Holt, Aaron Black right there, if you guys want it in the All-Star game. Vote for them as we begin here the third quarter. What is sure to be an exciting matchup between these two squads, as Barangay Ginebra will have first possession of the third quarter. Scotty Thompson, Stephen Holt, Mr. Brownlee, Torino Sari, John Aguilar, for Barangay Ginebra, the regular starters for both squads. Meanwhile, Meralco is changing up Chris Banquero with Aaron Black to start the third quarter.
Banquero with 4 fouls.
Oh, what a shot. Mr. Brownlee draws the foul on Chris Newsom. And 6 a short-range jumper.
When it's Newsom defending Brownlee will have the advantage with his back to the basket, and this is what JB does. When he's in the perimeter, Chris always does a great job on Brownlee. So Brownlee puts him on his back because he is stronger and taller than Chris.
It's too easy for Justin Brownlee with that play. But again, I'm just interested in too. Quinto, let's see if Barangay Ginebra plays better defensively here in the second half. Uno, crossover, spins, fades, shoots, can't score. Ball drops to Scotty. JB flips it inside. Japet has Black on him. Black fouls Japet to get up. 2 fouls here on Meralco.
So you're seeing a different point of attack here coming from Barangay Ginebra. Especially with this lineup, when you have Brownlee, Aguilar, and Rosario playing at the same time. You want to go to the power game. You want to take advantage of mismatches in the low post. And Barangay Ginebra has done that in the first 2 possessions.
But Aguilar can tie it with one more free throw. Great answer. Great start here for the Gin Kings. Free throw for Japet Aguilar. 1 out, 2. But Ginebra can't tie this one. Meralco keeps the score. Oh, Mitchell all the way. Finger roll is good.
That is where Meralco is at its best when the pace is fast and they're not letting the Ginebra defense set up.
There's going to be a foul there against Meralco again. So that's 3 fouls in the first minute of the third quarter.
3 fouls and 3 possessions here from Meralco. And this is Barangay Ginebra. Just trying to post up everything. This time it's Newsome and Troy Rosario.
57. Wow, that's 3 quick fouls on the ball. Steph, be careful here. Scotty. What a crossover. Drive against Holtz. Oh, they're calling a blocking foul. So it's going to be 2 shots for Scotty. That's 4 fouls in the first minute of the third quarter against Meralco.
Here's that last play. Yes, the flip was a bit late. But moving forward.
They can't challenge because they already used up their challenge earlier. Scotty makes the first one. Wow, so what a development here with Meralco. We'll be playing on the back foot with all of these fouls early in this third quarter as we turn it over from a report from Bell.
At the half, Coach Short shared that they need to find ways to execute because their offense is getting disrupted by the physicality of the game. There's too much one-on-one, and they are losing in the rebounding department. So for them, they just have to find a way to pull the things. On the other side, Coach Sandro Soriano, they are doing a good job in denying the early offense of Ginebra, but they do have problems whenever it never goes to one-on-one. So they have to do a better job in the rotation on the half. Back to you, Jeffrey.
Right now, that one-on-one defense is being tested because Chris Newsome commits another foul. And Meralco will be in the penalty for 10:31 of the third quarter. Wow.
A couple of these fouls away from the ball. There's Newsome with the push from Brownlee.
Brownlee again. Time he gets double, gets it to Scotty. Scotty spins. Japet attacks the field. It is good for Aguilar.
And the power game continues here for Barangay Ginebra, especially now with Meralco over the limit.
Mitchell breaks that one. That sails out of bounds. Again, Ginebra with a chance to take the lead. Coach Luigi looks like he's going to get called for a technical here. And I'm not happy with all of these foul calls here in the first 2 minutes.
And of course, complaining about this, about Meralco getting into early foul trouble here.
He's going to get definitely free throw here for Holtz to tie the game. That's 2 technicals already called on Meralco in this game. Luigi not stopping, still on the ear of our referees. They're not happy with all of these fouls against Meralco in the first 2 minutes.
It's always tricky when it's posting up against each other, battle of positioning.
Meralco will play the penalty. It'll be hard to play defense now here. The Meralco ball to Scotty, drives inside, kicks it out to JB for 3 for the lead. Short, shoots over the board. Nunu stops, shoots.
I'm dead.
That's the pet shot there from Chris Newsome, a pull up from about 15 feet.
Meralco still playing physical here. Roy Rosario gets it to Scotty Thompson. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Troy for 3. Can't get it. Black with the board. Released out to Nunu. Yes, Scotty on him. Square past the Bon Quinto. Meralco go on this possession. Drive inside. AB slips in and gets the lead to go.
And they're going to need the offensive AB with Banquero in foul trouble.
Body. Ginebra. Out by 4. Side Bolt. Double comes here. They can get out to Scotty. 8 seconds. Barangay Ginebra. Again, late in the shot clock. Japet has to shoot. Japet can't score. Rebound by Black.
Now,
Steal is there.
doing a better job in letting Barangay Ginebra shoot from the perimeter.
Quito, that's the spot. He makes the pay. Run by the Meralco Bolts. They lost their 5-point lead. Take a look at that.
The big answer here coming from the Bolts. 5 straight points. Quinto with a big three again in transition where Meralco fives.
Abante, diskarte, di bale, walang pake sa maaarte. Tuloy lang, abante, ditulak, diskarte.
Let's take a look at the series. Take a look at the matchup of these two teams. 7 wins for Ginebra, Meralco in 2.
But the big ones here from Meralco was the Philippine Cup last season when they went for the championship.
Almost every year since season 41. These guys have faced off against each other. So that's the crazy part about it. As Justin Brownlee shoots over Akil Mitchell. Can't get it to go. Black gets a rebound. Here comes Meralco. Meralco, Dusa basket plus the foul.
Again, the pace. This is what Meralco did when they beat San Miguel in the finals. You had Newsome attacking constantly in transition. You had Banquero doing that Hodge as well. And now, the last couple of possessions, they're doing the same thing here. The Barangay Ginebra's big lineup.
And again, that technical foul of Coach Luigi seems to have energized
Absolutely.
the Bolts.
Absolutely. And sometimes it's a ploy when coaches do that.
Because if you talk to Coach Luigi, he's a very mild-mannered person.
Yeah,
So
that's right.
I get surprised when he gets heated up. As Musa can't complete the 3-point play, but Meralco back to a 9-point lead here. JB switches off to Black. He has to be careful. JB likes to take advantage. Double comes. Oh! Almost a travel. Was that the travel? Might have gotten away with one. Heel now, posting JB. Kicks it out. Quito drives. Flips it in. Ball gets tipped. The ball goes to the Gin Kings.
Let's take a look at this move by Brownlee.
Oh, that's not a travel, though. That's a hop step.
That's right.
That's a good move. Adi. They want to go back to JB. 71-64. 7-point lead for the Bolts. Quito asking for help. Nobody there. Good defense. Ball gets tipped. Troy has it. Verticality. There's going to be a foul away from the basketball.
On the rebound play against Aguilar.
On Meralco, that's going to be 2 shots here for Ginebra. 4th foul on Nunu.
That's clearly a foul there from Newsome.
Japet will head to the free throw line. And these teams have been taking turns making runs in this game. It's not again end of time now.
Barangay Nebra's making an effort to really pound the ball inside, getting Meralco into foul trouble. But if you're Meralco, you've responded by running. And against this big lineup of Barangay Nebra, that's the best way to win. You've got to push the ball in transition, and they've done that. And that's why they got this earlier. It was a 9-point lead, cut down to 6.
1 out of 2 for Japet Aguilar. Akil Mitchell now trying to be more aggressive offensively. Almost a steal by Holt. Rios pulls up. Rios! Wow. What a shot.
You don't see that often, a pull-up jumper from Johnson Rios. He is really on point in this series.
Oh, bodies on the floor. Black took a hit from Holt. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Japet trying to find JB. 7 seconds. Justin working on Holt. The shot, the miss. Black with another board. And they're running. This is what you want to see if you're Meralco. There's some space. Oh, what a move! Black.
And I'm pretty sure Tim Cone will be very upset with that last play. Aaron Black, from coast to coast, nobody touches him, nobody challenges him, no one gets in the way. And the transition of defensive Ginebra has been a major problem here in the third quarter.
Right now, Meralco builds a 10-point lead, 75-65. Back here at 6:08 for the third quarter, halfway point of this one. Meralco has built a 10-point lead. This is their biggest lead of the ball game, or ties their biggest lead of the ball game. As we take a look at the numbers of Japet Aguilar in game one, quietly had an amazing game for Barangay Ginebra.
He was impressive when Troy got his 5th foul. Midway in the third quarter, Japet comes in at the big end of the third, beginning of the fourth quarter. Look at that, the 13 points in the second half. Japet was instrumental in the end game for Barangay Ginebra.
You know, Japet Aguilar sitting at 9 points and 3 rebounds, but he gets replaced by Jamie Malonzo to match this speed, match the speed of Meralco, as they've just ran every opportunity they can here in the third quarter. Brownlee picks it out. Alonso. Back to JB with 4 seconds. He attacks. Good defense by Hodge. Ball gets tipped. Rios almost threw it away. Meralco playing better defense now. Heel had post position against Troy. Hodge couldn't control it. Rios trying to settle things down. Akil. Oh, pick and roll. Lands with Air Black. What a possession here for Meralco. Nothing's happening. But Hodge finds a way to get the layup.
And that's Bong Quinto. The maturity of Bong Quinto. He was going to take that shot, but he saw Scotty and Hodge, so he just threw the ball up.
Biggest lead of the game now for the Bulls. There's a flop on Hodge. That's a technical on Cliff Hodge. And he got tangled up with Troy Rosario on that play. There's a push by Troy. Hodge flailing his arms.
The right call.
That's a right call.
Yeah.
Didn't need to fall on that one, so definitely a flop on Cliff Hodge. Right now, Meralco enjoying a 12-point lead despite playing with foul trouble the entirety of the third quarter. That just goes to show how Barangay Ginebra struggled here in the third quarter.
Transition points has been key for Meralco here in the third quarter. And Barangay Ginebra, I think Ronjay is about to check in, and you expect them to go smaller here, to play with a smaller lineup.
Last break points, Meralco +7, 11-4. The difference here in the third quarter. Oh, this is the technical. If you're talking about the rebounding in the first game, right now Meralco's dominating the boards, +8 for the Bolts, 32-24. So that's something Meralco has worked on in between the two games.
Jamie Malonzo and Ronjay in the game to try and provide a spark off the bench for Barangay Ginebra.
Turnover by Barangay Ginebra. Troy was trying to screen for JB. Now Meralco in a groove, +12 in this one. Seguimos out to Quinto. So Quinto and find Air Black. Wants to go pick and roll. Alonso instead drops it off the base. Kicks it out. Rios. Floater. That's a Rios. No. Scotty hacks the defense. Oh, shoots it over Brandon Bates.
Such a powerful move for a point guard.
Fearless against a 6'8" guy in front of you. Air Black against Amarientos. AB kicks it out. Gata Rios hacks the basket, kicks it out. Quinto almost throws it away, gets it to Mitchell, who shoots a 3 in the corner. Air balls at triple. 77-67. Santos kicks it out. Scotty, it's his time. 3. Gets it to go.
Once again, this dreaded backcourt duo of Alentos and Scotty Thompson playing beautiful music together. He put Ronjay as the point of attack. He attracts the defense that leaves Scotty wide open for that open three.
Just like that, Barangay Ginebra's time to go on the front. They cut that 12-point lead down to 7. 7-7. Take a look at his flashback. Season 40 Governors Cup. Game 2 of the quarterfinals. These guys met each other. 32 points in 3 quarters for Justin Brownlee as he just dominated that game. But Alan Durham had 39 of his own in the classic rivalry between these two. And always a treat. That was the last conference of Alan Durham in the PBA. But then Justin Brownlee happened, and I called this game. This was money by Justin Brownlee.
When Justin Brownlee hits a big shot or a game winner, I get confused already which game it was because he has done it so many times.
And you've covered a couple of them, Coach.
And he just...
I know you did the Asian game. For the goal for the win against China. I know you were the one on call for that one. As to see Cliff Hodge and ice on his head again. That's how heated this game has been. Meralco strikes, but then Barangay Ginebra comes back. Similarly to game 1 when Barangay Ginebra was leading and Meralco kept coming back. But right now the tables have turned against Barangay Ginebra. If you have an offensive foul, this time against Jansen Rios.
This is the luxury that Coach Tim Doan has with his current lineup, where you have the ability to put in Barrientos and Malonzo coming off the bench because they play with a lot of energy and a lot of firepower. Let's look at that last play.
Oh, it's an Akil Mitchell. But that's his 4th foul. That's going to be a big call here with 3:30 remaining in the third quarter. Oh, wow.
He was moving, and Scotty made sure to sell that ball.
Wow. Oh, what a pass. Troy Rosario just missed that one. Quinto to the corner. Rios for three. Looks good. Oh, just hits the side of the backboard. Ball will go to Barangay Nebra. So I think that's the fifth foul on Akil Mitchell. Let's make sure. Let's take a look at the stats. But wow, if that's a fifth foul on Akil, that's going to be huge. Meralco trying to survive this one. They're up by 7, but without their import and Chris Newsom here back in the ballgame. Rios spins, shoots over, and that's just money for JB.
That has been his spot all game long. He has delivered when they put him in the low block.
Nuno thought about it. Gets it back out to Banquero. See how effective he is. Newsom wide open three. Oh, yes, sir. Nuno has been on fire here in this game.
Big answer coming from Newsom after Barangay Ginebra with a mini run.
Doesn't go for RJ. Ball gets tipped. Oh, there's going to be a foul again on Meralco.
It's going to be on Bates.
Well, that's going to be 2 shots for Barangay Nebra. Again, Akil Mitchell, 5 fouls. So he's 1 away from being out of this game, but there's going to be a foul against Brandon Bates. So the penalty situation biting Meralco here in the third quarter.
No choice here for Coach Luigi but to replace Akil Mitchell. Now the bigger question here is, at what point does he come back into this game? You have the luxury of an 8-point lead, 7-point lead right now with Meralco. So you have that cushion to keep Akil on the bench. Let's see when Coach Luigi will put him in.
Coach Luigi's fired up, barking at our officials. And Troy goes 1 out of 2 again. 7-point lead for Meralco. Go back to Nuno. RJ, 4, Brownlee, no, rebound by Hodge. Nuno with the lane, kicks it. Rios slows things down. Nobody to pass the ball to, gets it to Banquero. TB, layup, basket doesn't go, but he'll shoot 2.
Good job there by Banquero. Being defended by Malonzo. Malonzo is not the same defender yet that he was before he got injured, and that's why Banquero with a nice attack there off the dribble against Jamie.
It's still a step slow.
Yes,
It's
it's
Jamie
gonna
Malonzo.
it's gonna take time for Jamie to get back to his usual self.
Alco, much better from the free throw line. 75% for the Bolts in this ball game.
And Meralco right now is playing with Bates and Hodge, 2 non-offensive players in the front court, and that's why it's gonna be Banquero and Newsom attacking time and time again here offensively for the Bolts.
Right now, they're surviving these Mitchell-less minutes as Joseph Brownlee finds a way to get that over Brandon Bates. Newsom dancing with Scotty. Oh, that could be a foul against Scotty Thompson. Doesn't like it, but the hand went down for Scotty. The pass, Joseph Brownlee. How do they find him down low?
That's what They never does. So much movement.
Goes to Malonzo. Kicks it out. JB thought about it. Settles for a three. Smashes that one to the outside.
Smart move there from Brownlee.
Oh, that's going to be a foul of Bates. That was right in front of us. He left that shoulder out. And Baquero is saying the Bates don't need to do that because he already passed RJ Barrientos.
Look at that. Little head fake, out of control challenge coming from Cliff Hard. Wide open 3-point.
Yeah, definitely a foul of Bates. You can see that shoulder, that whole body coming out to hit RJ Barrientos. Right now, big chance here for Barangay Ginebra. They're down by just 5. Barrientos gets it to JB one more time. Back-to-back threes.
What a game this has been.
This crowd is suddenly alive here in Nino Aquino. They've been waiting for Justin Brownie to come alive in this game. Nuno using time. Nuno shoots. Yusuf can't silence the crowd. Almazan gets blocked. Meralco will maintain possession.
9-for-1 play here. If you're Meralco, maintain your composure. Get one good shot here and get on the court with a lead. Maybe a 4-point lead.
Yeah, they don't have to rush this one. 5 seconds remaining. That's going to be the foul to give by Justin Brownlee. Still have one more. That's only the first foul of Justin Brownlee. 24 points for JB. As he's carried the load right now in the third quarter. 10 out of 23 from the field for JB.
Brownlee now will get his rest after hitting the back-to-back threes.
And you get it to Hodge. Hodge fades. Hodge shoots and scores.
Important basket there for Meralco. You want to feel good to end this third quarter after that big run by Barangay Ginebra. You're okay. You're still up by 4 points, and you're going to get Mitchell back soon.
And that silences the crowd for a while here as Meralco takes a 4-point lead headed to the fourth and final quarter. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here in game 2, it's been scoring runs between these two teams. So in the first quarter, to start the second quarter, it's a 19-5 run by the Gin Kings. Led by RJ Barrientos, Scotty Thompson, Justin Brownlee. They went on that massive scoring surge. So the Meralco countered back to start the third quarter, a 15-3 run to give them a 12-point lead at 1 point in the third quarter. Who will have the final run in this ball game as Justin Brownlee has come to play in the third quarter? Look at that 16-8 run. Big part of that was JB shooting those triples. I see led Barangay Ginebra to a comeback. They were down by 10. Now entering the fourth quarter, down by just 4. Right now, Meralco trying to survive without Akil Mitchell, who has 5 fouls in this ball game. And a couple of other players in foul trouble. Chris Baquero and Chris Newsom, both with 4 fouls. You have to remember the start of the third quarter, they had a lot of fouls. They had 5 fouls in the first minute and a half of that third quarter.
But if you're Meralco, you focus on the positives here. You mentioned that they were in penalty with like more than 10 minutes left in that third quarter. But you lost the third quarter by only 1 point. You're still up by 4 points. You're playing good basketball. You're playing good enough to win this game, and you focus on that.
Gero, which is on the Troy. He got the size advantage right now. Almazan has easy on him. Musa forces the issue, spins, shoots, and scores. Stuff bucket.
This just put his head down, practically saying, I want to score these 2 points.
50 points for Nuno. Abarientos can't find the English. There's going to be a loose ball foul against Barangay Ginebra. Fourth foul on it. So even Troy is in a bit of a foul trouble here. As we have a report on the floor, let's go to Bell.
With Meralco's conference on the line, we listened in to the most recent huddle. Coach Nana did not even draw up a play anymore because, according to him, they lost the last few games in the last quarter whenever they lost to their poise. He reminded them that they are up by 4 at the end of the third quarter, not down by 50. So they shouldn't allow themselves to get frustrated by those small lapses, and they should just keep playing and keep sticking to their system that brought them all the way here. Back to you, gentlemen.
Thank you, Bell. And that's what they're doing right now, not getting affected by all these calls. And now they're up by 8.
And the key word there is poise. They lost it a little bit in the fourth quarter in game number 1. They cannot do that again here today because they are playing well.
Rosario gets the tip and plus the foul. That second jump, that second vertical of Rosario is so quick to get that basket. And not that smaller guy in Chris Banquero. Just takes advantage.
And that's number 5 on Chris Banquero. Which is a pity because of the way he started in that first quarter. But he has not gotten his groove back because he's been in and out of that lineup because of foul trouble.
Rosario makes sure he gets that 3-point play. That's a lead down to 5. Aaron Black comes in for Chris Banquero. He needs to get going here. He has 8 points of his own.
Oh, but Black was instrumental in that third quarter as well. Very capable. He used to start a lot of games for this team before Chris came over.
There's going to be a foul on RJ Barrientos on the refit on Aaron Black. So Coach Tim, not taking chances, immediately sends Justin Brownlee in here in the fourth quarter. It's a short rest as Japet Aguilar comes in for Toro Rosario. They're trying to find Newsome. Using the Almazan screen. Gets it out to Jansen Rios who shoots a 3. Big shot by Rios.
This guy has been one of the most valuable players here for the Meralco Bulls. 12 points once again in the game from Rios after scoring 13 in game 1.
Easy. Trying to shake off Rios. They go up top. Aguilar couldn't slam it. There's going to be 2 shots coming for Japet.
But that was a short dunk, a short 2 points. Japet missed that because of that last effort by Jansen Rios to bother him with that foul. But Rios here with the big 3.
Jansen Rios has become such a weapon in this series. A great hustle by Jansen Rios. Instead of giving up 2, he sends Japet Aguilar to the free throw line.
This guy, Jansen Rios, is a lesson to all aspiring basketball players. He did not play this way in college. Nobody talked about him when he was in Adamson, but now he's getting meaningful minutes because he plays great defense. You have those 2 skills together, you're going to have a long career in the pros.
And the NBA's midseason plan.
Oh my god.
And right now, let's send it over back to Bell. Yeah,
Big win for Ginebra, seeing Jeremiah Gray no longer in streetwear and finally suited up as he was activated back to the roster. This is after he suffered from multiple tears on his right knee on the last day of the tour way back July 3rd, 2020. As for physical therapist Marcy Kuwa, Maya has been practicing, but he needs more contact drills and 5-on-5 sessions. Although they do not want to give a timeline on this, the team is very glad to share that Maya passed his hop test yesterday with flying colors, so his comeback is definitely back to him.
Thank you, Bell. And I was following that game when he got injured, so that was 2 years ago already, or almost 2 years ago. Already look for Quito taking the ball away. It's Gotti dropping it off. What? Such a playmaker. And that, knowing that Chris was going to be there, JB. Oh, gets the ball, take it away, but there's going to be a foul against Quito. Hustle by Paul Quito. With a beautiful drop pass.
And then selfish there. Part of Quito.
Well, for Barangay Ginebra, Coach Mark, Brownlee has had to carry the offense here in the second half. And I'm sure Coach Tim, as much as he likes seeing Justin Brownlee score, he doesn't like the distribution of the points now.
Correct. Andre, you want flat people, launching ball. You want a lot of action in the triangle.
First half, a lot of them are scoring, but right now it's mostly been Justin Brownlee as Neil Mitchell gets fouled on the drive. And Ginebra doesn't like it. Foul Justin Brownlee. Mitchell trying to be aggressive here. He's 1 point away from a triple-double, by the way. He hasn't scored much. That's 20 points, basically, of those 10 assists.
And when your importers are giving up assists like that, the locals are involved. They get confident.
So asking for a foul with that last play. JB now steps back to 3. No. Quito. See Mitchell trying to post up JB. Quito likes his matchup with RJ. Switches on the ball, Quito. Hodge has the smaller Abarientos on it. Hodge spins, passes to Aquino. Beautiful play by Meralco.
Again, headhunting of mismatches. This is what Meralco has done so well in this series, and there, Chris Hodge dropping it off after that low independent by Talentos. Brownlee scores to help. Easily.
11 points, 15 rebounds, 10 assists. Again, after missing 2 of their last elimination games, looks like he's got it back to his groove. And we all know how good Akil Mitchell is. You can see Coach Sim right now on the bench. He's fired up.
He's quite upset, especially with transition defense here in the second half for Barangay Ginebra. 104 points already in the game for Meralco. They only scored 92 in game 1. So defensively, they're the same team right now. But give credit to Meralco for what they have done today. They've gotten the ball to Akil. He has found the open man. Number 1 and number 2, their work on transition offense. That has been the difference so far in this game.
Again, the cross matches of Meralco in transition, they've been taking advantage of that. They've been looking for it, as we can take a look at the triple-double of Akil Mitchell. Despite playing 5 fouls, he already has a triple-double.
To me, 11 points and 10 assists is better than 20 points and 5 assists because you're getting everybody involved. Talking about Akil Mitchell.
You see the scoring of Meralco. 6 players in double digits. Air Black close to double digits with 8. Rosario attacking, leading, layup. Oh, blows it! Now Meralco will use time here as we're heading down to crunch time, and they have a 10-point advantage. Yusuf, 10 seconds against Abarientos.
He likes this matchup. Nunu leans in, puts it up. Akil missed time to jump, but it ends up in Paul Quinto.
No need to rush, but Quinto likes this matchup in the low post against Thompson.
Will get stiff, will stay with the ball. A lot of time being used in this possession. Marco releases to Hodge. Nuno again. Quick move. Fades, shoots, and score. Body going downhill. They go to JB. The switch. Newsome. Vince drops it off. Oh, gets it go in. And Akil Mitchell knows that he missed Scotty on the backdoor cut.
We all know this is NSD, Barangay Ginebra. This is just an 8-point lead for Meralco.
And I'm sure Meralco knows that because of the familiarity of these guys. Can't put your foot off the gas pedal against Barangay Ginebra. Newsome on the two-man game with Akil. Drops it off. Akil, lefty, finishes good.
That has been the go-to play. High screen and roll between Newsome and Akil Mitchell.
Body goes downhill now against Newsome. JB picks it up. Look at the hands of Akil, but they can't get it. The ball will stay with Barangay Ginebra with 9 seconds on the shot clock. If you're Barangay Ginebra, you're not gaining ground right now as we're under 3 minutes remaining.
Because they're having a hard time getting a stop.
8 seconds on the shot clock. JB. Oh, he has to be careful with his hands. Drive inside. Rowley gets the basket plus the foul.
Excellent jab step there from Brownlee to get to the hoop.
36 points for Justin Brownlee in this one. Trying to go for a 40 piece this ball game.
I want to say that Justin needs to get everybody involved, but I've seen Justin Brownlee in takeover mode so many times, and he can win games by himself.
He's been missing a couple of his free throws here in this ball game, and a big one there as Akil Mitchell just gobbles that rebound. We get into Paul Quinto. Marco using time. And go back to Akil. Oh, Scotty almost got it. Nobody from Meralco there. And that's going to be a foul against Meralco. So Malonzo will move to the free throw line for 2 shots. Big opportunity here for Barangay Ginebra.
You like that if you're Barangay Ginebra because you can score the 2 points without a lot of clock going by here.
Malonzo at the free throw line. 3 points only for Malonzo, and he misses another one. Barangay Ginebra, 25 of 39 right now from the free throw line.
So the free throw woes of Meralco in game 1 has transferred to Barangay Ginebra.
Malonzo 1 out of 2. 7-point game. So Meralco pretty lucky that Barangay Ginebra has missed a couple of free throws.
Now Ginebra applying some backward pressure, but maybe try to force a turnover.
Nuno trying to shake off Scotty. Using time here. Oops, no, thought about it. Hodge has to go. Fades, shoots. Wow! Gets the fade away to fall.
What a big basket there coming from Cliff Hodge.
The last guy you expect to make a fadeaway buries a crucial one. RJ3, no. Langston Mitchell. Again, Meralco trying to force a third do or die game.
No need to be in a hurry. Chris is going back to the same play here with Mitchell. There's a switch.
A cop. He's tapped. Oh, Mitchell was trying to tip it to Hodge. A bit too strong. Turnover by the ball. Spacchiero now coming in for Johnson Rios.
Excellent substitution here. by Coach Luigi Trillo. You put in another ball handler so that you can handle the pressure defense of Barangay Ginebra.
Ito against Brownlee. Physical defense by Ito. Malonzo wide open. Oh, big shot.
Jamie Malonzo was 2 out of 11 from threes in that confidence so far. During the elimination round, and he has made 2 today. So the shot is coming back here for Jamie. Gets his feet set.
He'll have to be careful. Ball will stay with Barangay Ginebra. There was no foul call. This was just a out of bounds call. It definitely off of Alonso, crashed to the floor and hit his head. But I wonder, Coach, why aren't they letting Akil Mitchell break the ball down if they're the Meralco Bolts when you have two ball handlers?
That's the reason why you put in Manquero in this situation.
If you're Meralco, no need to rush breaking the ball down.
It was almost interception there by Malonzo. Clearly last touch of Jamie. That's where he got hurt.
Can't call was an out of bounds call, so can't call a foul there. Timeout here by the Meralco Bolts. 18 seconds on the shot clock. 1:02 remaining on the game clock. We'll be back after a very short break. Chris Newsom, for the Meralco Bolts, has been the man tonight. Again, having a great series so far against Barangay Ginebra.
24 points. Making shots in a variety of ways. High percentage from threes. 7 out of 11 also from twos. He has just been money in both games here for the Meralco Bolts. I think Coach Tim Cone can't wait to have Chris Newsom on his side, which will it's going to happen in a week.
In a few days. In a few days, he's going to have Nuno on his side. But right now, Meralco has possession with 18 seconds on the shot clock, so they can burn time here, and they're in a pretty comfortable position, up by 6. But then with Justin Brownlee for Barangay Ginebra, no lead is safe.
This could be the biggest possession here offensively for the Bolts here. They can steal this game with a basket here.
Hodge, find anybody, gets it out to Banquero. They go to Newsom. They're going to go back to this 2-man game with Akil. Double comes. PB puts the ball on the floor. Mitchell for 3. That would have been a big.
You got to go fast here if you're Barangay Ginebra.
Lonzo trying to find a shooter. Jamie up top. Loses it. There's going to be a foul against the Bolts.
And this is the second time Jamie has tried to do this.
This time he gets rewarded with free throws. This is not over, Coach Marcus. Alonzo, 2 big shots here. He just made a big triple earlier. And he has found his stroke here in the 4th quarter, making that first one. There's a push. I
wonder if Coach Tim will play the foul game here. Or opt to defend.
There's a 4-point shot.
Because there's a 4-point shot.
Alonzo makes both. Free throws for Jamie Malonzo.
Of course, the first option is flight, of course, a turnover. And they're going to put some pressure here. Maybe a double team.
It looks like they're not going to foul here.
There's that fake double coming from Stephen Holt. Here's the double.
They go to Lusa. Juno for three. Get the dagger. They got to shoot it. It didn't hit the rim.
4 seconds.
So it's going to be a shot clock violation.
And Barangay Ginebra is alive in this one. Take a look at this. It didn't hit the rim, so the shot clock did not reset. Bacchiano didn't recognize that. He would have had a great fadeaway look there if he shot that one. But Barangay Ginebra can hit a four here. Yeah, that's the power of the 4-point shot.
But still a lot of options here for Coach Tim Cohn. Justin Brownlee, he's done this so many times. That maybe was a 4-point shot there from Brownlee.
And again, this one, the step back over Durham again for the win in that one. But maybe because Alan Durham is not in a Meralco uniform.
I don't think there's a question that the ball is going to go to Justin Brownlee. But you've got time here to maybe take a 2 or a 3, not necessarily a 4, with 10.6 seconds left.
Would you go for the best shot available right now?
Absolutely. If that's a 4, then so be it. But it doesn't have to be one.
Again, just to remind everybody what's at stake for this one. Barangay Ginebra, a slot in the semifinals. Meralco to stay alive here, the Commissioner's Cup, to force a do-or-die Game 3 on Sunday. That is what is at stake here in this ball game, this last 10.6 seconds of the game. Would you double JB in this situation? That's the question.
No, because if you double, you'll open up an open 4 or 3.
You just stay home in this one.
If he drives, let him get the 2 points. If you're Meralco, that's what you do. That's what you have to do.
Play the free throw game here if you're the Meralco Bolts. But right now, we've seen so many magic moments from Justin Brownlee. Will he have one more in him? As here we go in the inbound by Scotty Thompson. Let's see where they will go. The screen by RJ. Lots of time here. Abarientos gets it. Abarientos for 4. Looks good. Oh, bricks it. Nusa gets the board. And they will not go. And that is the end of Game 2.
That was straight coming from Lonte from our angle. But what a win here from the Meralco Bolts. It shows how tough, how good this team is. They don't quit this Meralco team. Let's take a look at this last play. This is a nice move there from Abarientos to get that shot off, and that was great, but just a little bit too muscle there coming from Lonje. And nobody's going to complain about the Game 3 between these two champion teams.
That sure is to be a packed Game 3 between these two. Another classic series here. Let's take a look at our best player of the game, brought to you by Honda, official motorcycle of the PBA. And we love it. We love to see it. Jackson Rios is our best player of the game.
Oh, no doubt about it. It's very seldom do you have role players selected as a best player of the game, especially in the playoffs. But Johnson Rios was just too good today. Without him, I don't think Game 1 would be competitive. Without him today, Meralco does not win this game. Great job by Johnson Rios.
Clutch bucket after clutch bucket for Jonathan Rios. And our final score is brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. Meralco forces a Game 3 by winning by 4, 108 to 104. We have a lot of things to wrap up. And don't forget, up next, you have Game 2 as Converge leads the series 1-0. Converge against Raiders Shine coming up next. And we'll come back to the press conference for the first game. We'll be back in a short while.
Umangat pa ang mga bida sa gilas ng lingas, perlas ang silangan, lalo umangas, lalong tumalas ang pinuhunang katas ng pangarap. Dapat talapaan, abante, diskarte, di bale, walang pake sa maaarte, tuloy lang abante, ito lang ang diskarte. Umuusok, tumutusok, ang sa bawat sulok, habang iskumiginang ang lahat nahihibang, nagliliyap, nagniningdi, parang nagtatpong hindi. Bawat kapunan, meron kapunan, laban sa isang bansa, isang bansa. Alam mo to, laro mo to, tuloy sa kampyonato, sama-sama manlalaki.
Welcome to our post-game press conference. We have our player of the game, Jansen Rios, and Coach Luigi Trillo of Meralco. Gentlemen, congratulations. Coach, the word poise is repeated in your huddles, even in practice, over and over. And in this game, you showed that, and you were able to weather every storm, every run of Barangay Ginebra. Just talk about how you finished this game.
Yeah, just remember also game one, we were up by 2 with about 6 minutes to go, and then you credit Ginebra. They showed poise, they played good defense, good offense. We lost game one, right? So just remembering because it's a highly emotional game. Parehong Koponan wants to win. You get carried away with some of the calls, so it's okay to complain. Both sides are complaining, but we need our boys to kind of keep their focus in, right? I thought we did a good job with that. Obviously, the guys are complaining. You look at the fouls today, 34 to 19. Obviously, they're watching some tape. They're every time a kill ceiling, they're flopping, and they're making a basketball play. So we've got to be smarter with that too, right? Fouls today, free throws 42 to 20. We've got to manage that and be better, right? But whatever way we got it, whatever it takes to get this win, we did that. We haven't done anything now. Now we have to focus on one more game to get it done.
Thank you, Coach. Now, Jansen, if I remember it correctly, this is your first best player of the game recognition. Even in game one, ang ganda rin ng minuto ng production, like quality minutes for the team. But talk about yung tiwala na pinapakita sa'yo or binibigay sa'yo ng coaches mo sa Meralco.
First of all, I want to thank God for the win. Yun nga, kailangan doblehin yung hard work na binibigay sa amin. Tsaka syempre, Ginebra yun eh. Kailangan maging focus ka. Every possession talaga mahalaga. Kaya yung tinitake ko lang, every time na pinapasok ako ni coach, talagang mindset ko lagi is ready. Kasi di mo masasabi. Yun nga, ayun, thank you Lord kasi maganda yung contribution ko. Ayun.
Yun.
You can see rivalry. Game highlights brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. Started off with Akil Mitchell finding the red hot Chris Newsom, who led Meralco in scoring, hitting that baseline jumper.
And I have not seen a better set of 2 consecutive games from Chris Newsom. I may be wrong, but the last 2 games, he has been fantastic for the Bulls.
But then it was a shootout early in the first quarter. As you see, Scotty Thompson, who started out hot once again in this one, getting that shot from the outside. And then Chris Banquero carried the load for most of the first quarter for Meralco, but he was playing with foul trouble.
I think he had 9 in that first quarter, and then he barely played after that. RJ off the bench, always a weapon.
But again, so many scores for both teams in the first quarter as Meralco ended that one up by 1. And we go to the second quarter where RJ Abarientos and Barangay Ginebra creating a separation here. Take a look at that move by RJ. High level play there by Abarientos. And Akil Mitchell gets it out to Bonquito for a 4-point shot. Meralco was down by 6 after leading by 10. Then they cut the lead down to just 2 after that play. And then our best player of the game, Jansen Rios. Great hustle, playing his role to perfection today.
And I thought that the start was very important. You mentioned playing coming from behind. It's so hard, takes so much away from you. But that's why Meralco made sure to have a good start today.
And Bonquito really had his moments in the second quarter there for the Meralco Bolts as they led by the third quarter. As you see some highlights here, Aaron Black driving inside. He was instrumental in that big run of Meralco in the third quarter. Aaron Black finding seams to the basket for those layups.
He got his opportunity to start the third quarter because of the foul trouble of this Banquero, and Aaron Black delivered. Of course, this guy always delivers.
Scotty Thompson at 21 points. So back-to-back great games from both Newsome and Scotty Thompson. But it was the JV show in the second half for Barangay Ginebra. Not a lot of scoring coming from the other guys, but Justin Brownlee came to play tonight.
Back-to-back threes by Brownlee to end that third quarter, and suddenly Barangay Ginebra within two.
Take a look at that as Meralco had a 4-point lead headed to the final 12 minutes, and it was a great fourth quarter. But then Johnson Rios, shot clock winding down, gets a triple on that play to push Meralco back up by 8. They had an answer for every Meralco run. And then Newsome with another 3 off of a great pass from Akil Mitchell. What a triple-double in this game.
We talked about the assist ability of Akil Mitchell the whole game long.
And Justin Brownlee and SD mode getting that basket plus the foul. And here we go. Newsome, not a lot of time on this play. Hodge shoots a fader. Might have been one of the biggest shots of the ball game from the most unexpected guy to shoot a fadeaway.
But that has been the skill of Cliff Hodge his entire career. The ability to move without the ball. Ranjay trying to send this game into overtime. Or not. So we will have a game 3 and nobody's complaining.
We're going to have a lot of fun on Sunday watching these two in a third game. And Meralco wins this by 4, 108-104. And we will see if we will also have another game 3. If Rain or Shine manages to tie the series at 1 apiece, but Converge looks to have a place in the semifinals if they sweep Rain or Shine in the second game of our doubleheader for today. On behalf of our courtside reporter, Ms. Bel Gregorio, and partner, Coach Mark Molina, my name is Andre Coe. Thank you for watching the playoffs of the PBA 49th season of the Commissioner's Cup.
Umangat pa ang mga bida sa gilas ng dingas, perlas ng silangan, lalo kumangas, lalo tumalas ang pinuhunang katas ng pangarap, lapas sa lapa, abante, diskarte,